Hello and welcome back to That Old Shop. My name is Mike Scott. Today we're going to be talking about this tractor a little bit and showing you what I need to get done with the tractor. The tractor has been up and down. I had one wheel bearing seal leak on me. I was hoping to get to it myself. I was just too busy with other things, so I took both the spindles off, took them to the dealer. They had replaced the seals. They had replaced some bearings because they found some metal in there. And got them back, finally put them back on. I used the tractor for about 20 hours and one seal started leaking again. So took it back to them and they discovered that the four-wheel drive was actually going on it. I actually knew that just before I took it in. The four-wheel drive just went out on me. I looked underneath there and that's when I discovered the other seal was leaking. They also had replaced that seal, but evidently it was leaking. So instead of chasing around replacing more smaller parts, I elected to get a whole new axle, and I'll show you that. So I got a whole new axle. It's nice and pretty, all new looking in there. The only problem is when I got it back last night, I just took it off the tractor, parked it in the shop overnight, came back out here, started double checking all my fluids. This cap right here, you unscrew it, it's just a sight level. You see if there's any fluid that you added from the opposite side of the axle, and you can see it down in this opening here. I took this blue cap off and I can only see fluid way down in there. So I went over to the other side. That has a cap with a dipstick on it. So I pulled this cap out and there was nothing showing on the dipstick. I added almost a whole quart and the whole assembly holds 3 liters, which is, for you metrically challenged people, a liter is a little bit more than a quart. So I added just about a whole quart to bring it up there. So wasn't too happy about that. What if I would have hopped on and just started working her hard? Probably would have wasted the whole front axle, which was quite a bit of money. The last time I was using it as well, it was having a little struggle, little lack of power, should say. And so I figured out from previous times when that happened that it's usually just the fuel filter. So this is my first diesel anything, so I'm learning as I go here. So I replaced this filter. You can see it's pretty cruddy. And we'll see if I got any leakies. We'll get her started up. So, got the tractor down here, and I'll explain this again for those of you who haven't heard it. Got a creek over there on the right, it's very low right now. There's a series of blue flags along here. That's where I want to widen the creek bed to. So my plan is just to get in there with the box blade and scrape, load up with the loader, haul stuff out of there just to bring that all the way down. Have a straight wall where the flags are. And then when I got as much as out of there as I can without getting stuck, I'm just going to cave in that wall from the upper left here with the bucket. Just cave it in so it's got an angle down to the water so it's easier to maintain. Over here, a little different story. Got this big sandbar out here. I want to try to get as much of that out as I can. Got these equipment mats that I made up out of some treated 4x6s. Gonna lay those across there wherever I can. It's kind of a crapshoot how this is gonna turn out. So I'll try to film as much of this as possible until my battery runs out. You might see my wife come down here with our Suburban and pull the tractor out a few times. I don't know. We'll see. was into some gravel underneath there that was helping me a lot to stay on top of it and not get stuck. But then I ran into some pockets of sand, and that was a problem. Well, this is what we've got accomplished so far. Got that whole sandbar or gravel bar mostly removed out of the creek. Took my wood tractor mats, equipment mats, back out that I was driving back and forth over. I still have this pile here I gotta pull out. And we're starting to get a little bit of rain off and on a day, a little bit of this day, a little bit that day. Now we're supposed to get quite a bit of rain today. This creek is still at about the same level though. The ground has been so dry for a few months that it's been soaking up whatever rain we do get. But today I think we'll have some runoff into the creek from the rain that's coming, since the ground is taking some water on now, so I have a tendency to run off. That little finger of ground over there, that's what I use for my gauge to tell me how high the water is, if it's actually rising or, like I just stated, the ground has been soaking up what rain we have been getting so far. But that's where I've been working the last couple days. I got stuck several times out there. There's one area right here that I'm pretty safe on driving across, even though it's probably got, I don't know, 4 to 6 inches of water right there. That's a lot of gravel. Down over here, there was some really gushy, soft spots of just sand. I don't know if you can see the holes down in there where I was stuck. And I had to pull myself out. I had the Suburban in the trailer with the winch and just kept pulling myself out every time I got stuck. And tried to avoid that one little area there, but that one little area got to be a big, soft area. So I'm gonna wait to remove that after it dries up again, after today's rain. Today I'll be up in the shop doing some fluid changes. They're not really due yet, but I have the time now. And when I initially got the tractor, there was some water in the transmission hydraulic reservoir, so I've run it for, let's see, about 30 hours now, and now I want to change it again, so get any remaining water that might be in there out of there. So that's what I'll be doing the rest of today. We should be able to burn again soon. We've had a burn ban on because it's been so dry, and I'll be able to get rid of that pile of debris. This is going to be firewood here. I have to cut that up, just get it moved, probably over there at the base of that pear tree. And then I want to start raising this ground up over here. This is kind of the edge of the floodplain here when it flooded last. When they get the ground higher all along here and up to the corner of the barn there. The barn, once I straighten it and raise it, the end that's down, the barn will be up higher, so the higher ground won't affect me, the building, the siding and all that stuff. It'll be up higher. And to raise all that ground up, I'm going to use all this material over here that I have to remove yet. So that material will come over here. This is the ramp that I was coming up to haul that sandy gravel bar out of there. And I'll start shaving all this material off here and spreading it out over there, higher to the left.
and gradual down to where this row of flags is at, where the grass ends basically. That'll be the width of the creek bed. Magnum's checking it out. This is just a shot from the other direction. This is from the street side near the bridge. Here's the bridge right here. I asked the city if they could clean out what's there as far as the right of way in this creek bed area, and then I gotta haul all this out of here. Like I stated, move it over here, build up the ground to the right of the screen now. So it's a gradual down to the creek. So that's going to be a lot of material to remove. So that's why I want to change the fluids again as well, because it's going to be working hard.
Well, here's what I got out of the hydraulic fluid sump. Slightly dirty. Probably could have gone a lot longer, but what I really wanted to make sure was there wasn't any water left in there from the last time I changed it, which had quite a bit of water in there. So looking good. Going to start adding the new fluid. Goes in through the back there. Got a funnel set up there. And there are 2 filters for the hydraulic fluid on this tractor, this brand of tractor, LS, made in Korea. This cover had to be taken off so I could get at the smaller filter, which is that black one there now. When I bought the tractor, this fan, which is for cooling the transmission, all these fins were broke off. And I kind of wonder if a previous owner, I'm the 3rd owner of this tractor, I kind of wonder if a previous owner just didn't purposely break all those off, because on a hot day, when you're running this thing, it just blows heat up right around the seat. But I replaced it. And put up with the heat. That's why I wear shorts a lot. So this hydraulic system is supposed to take 5 gallons, the manual says. I had already changed this once, and I'm pretty sure I overfilled it by quite a bit the last time. So I don't know if the it doesn't all get drained out when you drain it out, or what. But there was no special instructions about tilting the machine or anything to get more fluid out. I'm just going to add 4 gallons and then start checking it. Well, I decided to change the engine oil as well. We could change it ahead of schedule what their recommendation is, so I did that. Gotta check that.